So today I want to talk about something that's buying or investing in a home 101. And I don't say 101 because if you haven't done it, you're stupid or something. I say it because it is basic and is the number one reason I see heartbreak on the side of buyers, and disappointment on the side of realtors um, all the time. The number one reason why things don't go as planned. And that is because people don't have their finances ready when they're ready to buy. And I don't mean that they're not making enough money or they don't have their stuff in order. I mean they haven't met with a lender because let's face it, unless you've got a couple hundred grand sitting in the bank, you're going to get lending. And so you've got to get together with a mortgage lender. Let them go through your stuff. Some are faster than others, and obviously we can talk about that. There are a lot of factors that go into how they can lend you money based on your personal situation. But the thing is meet with a mortgage lender, get a pre-qualification letter, pre-approval, whatever it is that they give you that says, look, we've at least done a preliminary look into their finances and we think that we can back them up. If you've got that, then you've got the power to go out and find a place and put an offer in. If you don't have that, you can go and look at 5, 10, 15, 100 houses and you have no power to do anything on it. So eventually you're going to find a house you really like, which is what I see all the time. And then you're going to say, okay, let's go, let's do this. And with the hot market right now, a couple of years ago, you could wait for a while and then get your stuff together. But now, you find a place you like, you better make an offer on it today because someone else is going to. And so if you find a house you fall in love with, and then you say, okay, now I'm going to call the bank or now I'm going to call my mortgage lender and get whatever that handled, you're already lost. I mean, you better pray that no one else likes that house. And I keep seeing it over and over again with people, and even tell them, say, hey, get your financing in order. And on a buyer end, you kind of have this like, well, they're a salesman, and so if they want me to have all this together, and they don't really care. They don't. I've heard that from people, that they've approached realtors and the realtor said, well, do you have a pre-qual letter or something? And they say no, and the realtor says, okay, call me when you do, and they just drop them. And I get that, and that makes you feel weird, makes you just feel like it's a salesman-y gimmick. And so there's a better way to tell you that, probably. But in all reality, have that ready to go because that puts you in the power seat to act when you see the place you want. If you haven't sat down with a lender and hashed that out ahead of time, then you're just seeing houses for fun because you can't do anything about a house that you actually want to see. Because I mean, and it always works this way. Whenever you do it ahead of time, like a lot of people, they can look through your stuff. They'll have you fill stuff out online and get it back to you in like 25 minutes sometimes. And then you're ready to go. And so if you do that ahead of time, that's like always how it works. But if you do it after the fact, then just Murphy's Law, they run into issue after issue after issue, and they say, oh, I can get this done in a day. Takes 2 days, takes a week, takes a month because of their finding this and that. That's just life. For some reason, that's how it goes. And so my number one advice to buyers today is get the financing part ready. Know where your financing is going to come from. Sit down with the lender that you're going to deal with and get to a spot where they tell you, okay, look, as long as everything you're saying is correct and we've kind of done the prelims of looking at stuff, we'll lend you this. Then you know what you're working with. Then you've got the power to go and get whatever fits into that. If you haven't done that, I don't want to say you're wasting your time looking at houses, but you're almost wasting your time and you're actually causing yourself more stress because if you wait and then go looking, and then you find a place you want, you're in the power seat, you go do it. If you look at houses first, you're inevitably going to find the perfect house that you want to see your kids grow up in or grow old with their spouse in. And then you're going to lose it. And there's going to be way more heartbreak in losing something that you saw and wanted than never knowing it was on the market to begin with. So that's my advice for today. Hope you guys are doing great. Go talk to your lender. Bye.